Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Talking with Heroes talk show program. I am Bob Calvert, the founder of TalkingWithHeroes.com and our new nonprofit. I hope we'll have it fully launched in the next month or so. Thank you for your service.us. It'll be America's newest social media network. And for those of you who've been watching some of the videos from here in Atlanta at AmericasWarriorPartnership.org, 5th Annual Symposium, you may have already seen a lot of the videos. General Graham, former Senator Elizabeth Dole, and just a few minutes ago, the new Secretary of the VA, Mr. Wilkie. And I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen a Secretary of the VA at a military support group I've been at. So if he's listening, thank you very much. You're really, I believe that we're all going to see a lot more great things happen through the VA and for all of our military across the country and veterans. And so right now, though, I'm really excited. Again, those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know I made a few trips to San Antonio. One of them, I was honored to be invited into the TV studio of USAA and did some incredible videos there. And then another time I went back and JJ
Monero.
Yeah, JJ Montanaro and Greg, was it Greg?
Greg Pratt, maybe? Or
there's another gentleman that apparently oversaw or had a big responsibility for the 50 veteran service organizations that USA helps across the country. I had never heard that on the news before, so I was excited that we can put that out across the country. USA is a great company. I've seen personally with my own family with the ice storm in Colorado, fast service, fast results for my daughter and her husband, both veterans, and I've heard it many times over. So I'm here right now with a gentleman I met briefly in the TV studio, right? John DiPiero?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and why don't you first introduce yourself, talk about your service and what you do at USAA.
Sure, you want me to talk to you or do you want me to talk to the camera?
Talk to the people.
Okay. Thanks, Bob. My name's John DiPiero, former Air Force guy, spent about 29 years in the Air Force. I've been at USAA for 16 years, and I've done primarily military outreach for the company, face-to-face marketing business. I've done recruiting at USAA, and now I'm focused in what we feel is very important is advocacy in the veteran transition space, where USAA is working strategic programs with strategic partners to make sure that this nation keeps moving forward and helping veterans in transition so they understand what they need to do to be prepared for their next part of their lives as they move out of the military community.
You know, we hear collaborating a lot amongst military support groups, but I had no idea before that first time I was invited to USAA how much USA is doing in leading the way. The last video there was talk about like veteran service organizations that you all help and work with. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Well, we have a pretty significant partnership with, like you said, Bob, over 50 different veteran service type organizations through our affinity marketing programs. We support them in their needs. It's really a good program for them. It's also a good program for us. It helps them push the bar on the things that they need to do to open up the opportunities for people to be members, but it also helps them understand what services USA can provide to their membership. So that's a very critical part of what we are. I hate to start mentioning them because I'm going to leave somebody out.
No, that's okay.
But there's some pretty large veteran service type organizations that are partners with USAA.
One of them's right here.
Yeah, yes.
America's Warrior Partners.
America's Warrior Partners is one of them, and we're proud to be here. We're proud to be a sponsor for this organization.
Wounded Warrior Project, I know, is another one.
You're setting me up, Bob.
No,
You're setting me up.
I'm just remembering some of them.
Well, I mean, you know, American Legion, VFW, the list is pretty extensive about what we do and where we go to support and not only on that side of the coin. You know, we also do it on the side with our corporate responsibility partners at USAA for the not-for-profits that we support. For example, the U.S. Chamber Hiring Our Heroes is a big partner for us. We also work, we have some programs that we work with the Disney Institute, the Bush Institute, the list goes on and on and on. But again, what's important about that is for your listeners to understand that why do we do it? The why is what's important. It's important because we're helping to push the bar not only for veterans in transition and veterans' needs and veteran caregivers, but for their families and military spouses as well.
Absolutely. And today, I mean, this last 3 days has been amazing because I've been involved with different nonprofits trying to create alliances. And they're doing it in a huge way. The big corporations like USAA, but so many others, UPS, AT&T, I mean, the list goes on and on, right? Foundations and all kinds of military support groups, all here collaborating.
Yes, and that's a great point because it's that coalition of like-minded people working together, because what you saw today, well, what you saw over the last 3 days was, to your point, not only the corporate structure, the not-for-profit structure, but the government structure.
Absolutely, the VA.
The VA's here. I mean, Department of Labor was here. The more you see of those types of collaborations, the more exciting it gets, because it starts to knock down the walls that sometimes get in the way of our ability to support one another.
Yeah, I also have to mention somebody else. His name is Anthony with the Dalton Agency. He has just rescued me. A friend of mine was going to be here to help me. He got really sick, and I'm disabled, and Anthony came to my rescue. Thank you, Anthony. Behind the camera again. I can't get in front of the camera, though. I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I was just overwhelmed. I mean, for people that maybe you're watching, this is the first video you're seeing, there's going to be a lot of videos from these companies, some of these companies, the military support groups, the veterans, almost all of them are veterans, it seemed like I talked to. And when you watch these videos, please share them, right? Everywhere you can. Put your comments. And so what would you like to say, because you have so many veterans that work for you? I think the figure was 17.
Well, we've got, for USAA, we've got around 35,000 employees. Okay. And of that, about 23% are either veterans or military spouses. So we count those numbers, we kind of put those two numbers together for ours. So we've got a pretty good percentage of our workforce is either veterans or military spouses.
Last I heard, you're still hiring more veterans.
We're still hiring. We have a goal that we want 25% of our workforce to be either veterans or military spouses. We're getting close.
Let's get this video out, right?
We're getting close. So the rest of our veterans and military spouses can help us reach our goal.
Right, and have a really good job with good benefits with a big company like USAA.
We're here to support.
Okay, before we close, you know, I always like to do this. I did it in the studio. Let's give a shout out to the troops. Look at the camera.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you mean to this nation, and God bless America.
And from me, Bob Calvert, to all of our veterans, all of our first responders, all of our active duty military, your families, thank you for your service to our country. And to those of you who may be deployed in an area where you could be in harm's way, be safe, stay alert. There's all these organizations back here, including the VA and USA, that have your back. And we have your back at Talking with Heroes. Whatever we can do, and whatever all these companies and organizations to do here, they're ready to serve you. And thank you for your service. And so for everybody again watching, please share this video and all the other videos that are coming out. Maybe you've already watched the other ones and you're sharing them. Thank you very much for that, and we appreciate it. God bless you. God bless America.